Well, hello everybody. It's Tuesday evening in southern England. The weather's been really nice today, warm and sunny, but it's downhill all the way the rest of the week, I think. We'll see. Talking about time to start, and it's about leadership really, following on from what I was talking about before. To me, it's about getting organised and getting a sense of direction, possibly. There's been a lot of distractions going on for this. All the problems in the Middle East, where the USA, UK, the EU have all been involved in running up high costs, and it's all been a distraction because a lot of these resources could have been used in research for new energy systems, or helping the poorest farmers, if you like, feed themselves. All this money has been sort of diverted into the Middle East and Iraq, and of course there's a human cost as well for all sides. Lots of people killed and maimed, and a tragic situation really. But trying to get back onto the topic of the changes that are taking place in the environment with the global warming, or should I say climate change. There's challenges out there to understand, and we need some sort of practical approaches that need to be pursued. And that would really involve a number of specific steps, I think, that need to be taken to have an impact on the situation at the moment. In the West, we have problems with the leadership, and I think they're twofold. I mean, how well are the public informed? Certainly I think the Bush administration in America did very little to inform the public about climate change, and there is an element that quite large numbers of the public are not necessarily that interested in it unless it affects them directly, and possibly some politicians would find it very difficult to sell the product and get votes as well. But if it is being hidden, or some of it being hidden, the lid's coming off now, because things are happening that are affecting us. Look at your fuel prices for petrol, diesel, your energy costs, your food costs, water. All these are going up, and maybe it's time for voters to take an interest, those that haven't and those that have, to take an interest that actually means that you look at candidates in your various countries who are standing for government positions. In England there'd be members of parliament, and listen to the ones, or question the ones. I mean, in England you can email your local member of parliament and other prospective members of parliament, and you could email them about what the plans are, what the policies are within their parties for dealing with climate change and some of these sort of topics. Now, as regards the government, you could actually see what they are doing. At the moment there's a lot of talk but not a lot happening, and this is one of the problems that we have, I think. James Lovelock was an environmentalist, or is an environmentalist, not was, he lives down in Cornwall I think these days, and he said that it would take a disaster really before leadership, for people to vote for leadership that would actually do things. Now that's a bit fatalistic. Whether you think, I don't know what your views are out there, but do you think it's going to take a complete disaster for most of the world to suffer before we decide to change things, or can we make a move now to encourage our politicians to put plans in that specifically look at new technologies, the way we use energy, the way we produce energy? It'd be interesting to know some of your views. Certainly in England, as I say, you can email your MPs you can ask them what the policies are of their parties before you decide to cast your vote. And there will be an election here in about 2 years, so it's a good time to get the bandwagon rolling and ask those questions, I think. There is, I base a lot of emphasis on new technology, I think, and there is a need for specific measures to apply prototypes, such as I mentioned before, the power stations that would collect their own CO2. This is actually going to happen now, I believe, in Australia. They're developing a system where they can store the CO2 underground. So that would be interesting if anybody has any details about that. And I'll probably talk more about that next time round. Okay, gotta go. Be good. Bye bye.